In this problem, 2.3.10, we're given a PDF, f of x equals 1 over x times natural log of 1.5 for x between 4 to 6, and it's 0 elsewhere. And our first part, part A, says find the expected value of x. And the way you can find expected value of x for a continuous function is you take the integral of x times f of x dx. And you'll integrate over the entire state space, which is just the x values you care about. So in our case, from 4 to 6. So in our case, we're going to integrate from 4 to 6 of x times 1 over x times natural log of 1.5 dx. Now you'll notice here our x's cancel, which is quite nice. So we just have the integral from 4 to 6 of 1 over natural log of 1.5 dx. At this point, I usually put it in my calculator, but we could do it quickly. So doing this integral, this 1 over natural log of 1.5, that's just a constant. It's just some decimal number. And so when you integrate it, you bring constants out. So it'll just be 1 over natural log of 1.5 times x evaluated from x equals 4 to 6. So we still have 1 over natural log of 1.5 times, we'll do this 6 minus 4, because you plug in the top first, and then plug in the bottom. Okay, so this gives me 4.932. Okay, so that's my expected value. Now part B, it says find the median. Now the median is when half of your area will be to the left and half will be to the right. So to find the median, we set the CDF equal to 0.5 and solve for x. Now you've actually looked at this problem before in problem 2.2.2 and found the CDF then. If you'd forgotten that, you could find the CDF this way. So to find the CDF, capital F of x, you just integrate from negative infinity to x, whatever your PDF is, and you're supposed to put in this dummy variable t. So in our case, we'll integrate from negative infinity to x of our PDF, which is this 1 over x natural log of 1.5. Oh, and that's supposed to be a t, because we're using your dummy variable. You can put this in Wolfram Alpha, or you can go back and watch my video of how to do this, because I think there is already a video posted in the previous homework assignment. And it gives me 1 over the natural log of 1.5 times the natural log of x minus the natural log of 4 for x between 4 and 6. Okay. Here, when we integrate from negative infinity to x, we actually don't start at negative infinity because we don't care about those x's. We only care about x's starting at 4. So you can actually change that to a 4. Okay, so I found my CDF. Now we have to set that equal to 0.5 and solve. So we'll say 0.5 equals 1 over natural log of 1.5 times the natural log of x minus the natural log of 4. At this point, I would suggest doing it in your calculator, but I will go ahead and do it for you by hand if you want. First thing I would do is multiply both sides by the natural log of 1.5. So natural log of 1.5 times 0.5 equals the natural log of x minus natural log of 4. So then I get natural log of x. I'll add that natural log of 4 to both sides. And then I need to take the exponentiate both sides. So it'll be e to the natural log of 1.5 times 0.5 plus natural log of 4 equals x. At this point, just put it in your calculator. And we get x equals 4.898 is our median. So in this case, our expected value was 4.93 and our median was 4.89. So the median and expected value were actually very close. That's not always the case. This probably means that our distribution was fairly symmetric. It looked about the same on both sides.